Over the years as a podcast host, I have received hundreds, if not thousands, of pitches. And unfortunately, many of those pitches, whether they were self pitches or whether they were publicists pitching for their clients, we have gotten a lot of bad pitches over the years. And I really don't want you all to fall into that same boat. And I know that there are a lot of you in our community who may be the perfect next guests for us to feature on our show here. So we want to give you that invitation to pitch us to be on our show, but we want to make sure that you have the best chance at success, not only if you're pitching our show, but if you're pitching any other podcast show. So we actually created a new resource. It's a brand new product called Perfect Podcast Pitch. And it is my tried and true perfect podcast pitch email template, literally exactly as it sounds, where I have created a template for you that you can customize with your own business information or your own brand story, whatever it is, in literally 5 minutes. It's so easy to use. And it is going to guarantee that if you send out this podcast pitch of ours, I know that you're going to get responses and I know you're going to get your emails read because it is truly so different than, I would say, 99% of the pitches out there that I have seen. And it's really so strategic in the way that it was, every single sentence in that template has a purpose and a meaning behind it. And the order that things are presented, that's all very strategic and intentional too. And I created this template out of a desire as a podcast host on the other side of things, seeing so many pitches come in, this desire for there to be better pitches so that we can create better content for podcast listeners, so that podcast hosts can have a better experience, so that podcast guests can have a better chance at actually landing those features. So we're wanting to create a win-win experience all around. And just to give you a taste of one super simple thing that you can literally implement right away into your pitches today that is going to make a huge difference and help you stand out from your field. Here's this quick tip for you. And I know when you guys hear this, you're going to think, wow, this is so simple and obvious and easy. Are we really sure more people aren't doing this? And I'm here to tell you, yes. Like I can literally count on both my hands, which, only got 10 fingers. I can literally count on both hands the number of times over the last 3 years that a podcast pitch has actually included this very simple, but just, super standout detail. And here's what it is. Next time you send out your podcast pitch, I want you to go to the show's page on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, because those are the two biggest podcast players in our industry, and literally take, 30 seconds to leave a positive review for their show, a 5-star rating, a positive review. Go ahead and screenshot your review. And here's a pro tip on Apple Podcasts. Once you hit send on your review, it takes sometimes, up to 48 hours, 72 hours for the platform to actually publish your review. So before you actually hit send, go ahead and make sure you screenshot it so that you have that screen grab and you're not waiting days before you can find your review actually show up on that podcast show's page. So go ahead and screenshot your review and rating and attach it to your podcast pitch, and do this for every single show that you want to be on.